Hi Orchard students, this is Kayleen Neufeld. I am one of the 7th grade girl leaders, and I will be talking about day 2 from Inspired Leadership Devotional. So this day talked about Alexander the Great, who defeated and occupied Persia and India. And afterwards, his own army, his own teammates were in rebellion against him. So I'm sure they were talking bad about him, and I'm sure that there was a bunch of gossip, just like we talked about this past Sunday with the youth group. We talked about gossip and how harmful that could be. But during this time, I'm sure Alexander faced a lot of rebellion and a lot of people against him. But he was focused on doing what was right in God's sight. And he really didn't care about what other people thought, as long as he was focused on God and doing his will, even if it meant facing difficulty or persecution. One of the verses was Galatians 6:17, and it says, "Finally, let no one cause me trouble, for I bear on my body the marks of Jesus." So in this verse, it explains that he himself had bruises and scars on his body for being in the army and doing what God called him to do. So he was willing to sacrifice his own life to serve God. And I think that is so brave and courageous of him. And that really makes me think, how have I sacrificed myself for God? And I actually looked up the definition of sacrifice. It says, an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. And when I put this into my own life and just think about how I can apply it, I have realized a lot lately how I try to be in control of my own life, and I try to, I guess, go my own way, even though I want God to be the lead. I have a hard time surrendering everything to him, including how much I care for certain people and how I'm worried about them, and just how I think my life or other people's lives should go. And God has really been convicting me lately that I am not God. And I'm so thankful that I'm not God, because I would mess a lot of stuff up. But he's really working in my heart to let go of the reins of my own life and what I think it should look like, and just to surrender to him. I have had a pretty hard week this week, and just going through a lot of different stuff. And a good friend today told me and reminded me that God works for our good, for the good of those who love him. And it really does hurt his heart when he sees us hurting or trying to carry it all on our own shoulders. Like, we were never meant to carry that weight. And I really encourage you guys to read Galatians chapter 6, because a lot of these verses are really good. I'm actually going to read one more verse. It's Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So what is one way that you can sacrifice? Sacrifice your time, or sacrifice your energy, or your goals, or just what can you sacrifice that is so important to you for something even more important according to God and His will for our life. So I hope this encouraged someone today. I feel like I was like kind of all over the place, but just be encouraged, guys, and just remember how important you are to God and how much we all love you and how much God loves you, because that's the most important thing, is remembering how God is for us. He's not against us. So love you guys. Take care.